It is Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen! To come here somewhat recently, and I just was so excited that you were coming back. Your film asks some of my very favorite questions in life. Like, the Surgeon General came on this show, Vivek Murtha, and he said that he spends a lot of time with people at the end of their life. And the thing that he surmised out of that is that the meaning of life to people is relationships.
100%.
And your film, which just has such a beautiful concept, everyone I talk to is dying to see it, by the way.
That's nice to hear.
There are a lot of romantics out in the world.
Yeah, good. Well, you served that audience so well for so long, so we're just happy to kind of contribute to this
that is correct.
genre.
That is correct.
I totally forgot, but your movie, Riding in Cars with Boys, that was like me and my mom's movie. We watched that together specifically, like so many different times.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I did like living a life that spent a lot of time in romance and the question thereof. And actually, I think the film that I was lucky enough to be a part of, 50 First Dates,
that one
applies to this film. Which is, thank you. But the point of that film really is, like, how do you make love stay? And how do you make love work on a daily basis?
Yeah.
And it's so hard because there are so many twists and turns and so many beautiful surprises in the film that I'm going to dance around a little bit because I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
It would be a darn shame because you're just so on the ride of what is going to happen. And with that, there's about 3 more shocks after that. So I don't want to mess anything up. But something that comes up, which I really loved and I think was one of my favorite aspects of the film, is when you're in a relationship when you're younger and maybe there's less stakes in that relationship as far as the things that you have gone through in life together, as opposed to one that you have been, you know, having to deal with kids, life, taxes, loss, injury, you know, the daily stuff that comes out over a long time. And I haven't seen a film question that because we romanticize a lot of the times easier relationships.
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
Or the moment that something is so exciting, and like those first moments. And this film is about all of those loves being valid, really, and that they're all valid at different moments in our lives and at different times. And we really mostly focus on our character's relationship. And we have been together for 65 years in the film because we're actually in our 90s and we come back in the afterlife in these bodies. And so so our relationship with one another is very different than the relationship I have with my first husband, who died 67 years ago.
Who's played by Callum Turner,
Yes.
who is just so phenomenal in this film.
Yeah.
And you guys are both married. When I was doing the research on both of your relationships, it felt like the movie, too, where I really started to feel invested in romance again. I'm a super single gal, and I am not cynical or jaded. I'm a total romantic. But hearing about your guys' relationships and how they function and what your attitudes towards your partners are like, got me very mushy, gooey, ooey, yummy, happy.
I like the yummy. That's my favorite one you threw in there.
I didn't realize that you had asked your beautiful wife out a few times before she accepted maybe an offer to take you up on that.
I say that I had a... What? Oh. Yeah. That's my baby. No, I'd say I had a couple of false starts because it was like 3 different times the same night. First time I was just talking to her and thought it went okay. And so I go outside and then she comes outside.
Were you in the valet line?
That was at the end.
Okay, because that's a very romantic setting. I've been in many of valet lines and nowhere near as exciting. But what was the second time?
I tried to kiss her. She said, "Oh, no, no, no."
Wait, you went in for a kiss?
Yeah, yeah.
A smoochy toodles?
A smoochy
They just met.
toodles. Yeah, I thought she gave me the look.
Where have men like you been all my life? I would love a man who goes in for a smooch. They're all so uptight. Well,
Not this guy. Not this guy.
and what physically did she do, out of curiosity?
It was one of those. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, no, like we just met." I said, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "I thought you gave me the look."
Okay, now you're at the valet line. We'll be right back.